we believe this about Rhea Ripley? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and why I actually think it's true and why you guys need to be discussing it more. I need y'all to put a little bit more respect on your girl Rhea Ripley and her name because, well, she's earned it. Now, a long time listeners here on the channel will know I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley, and I think her work, both as a in-ring worker, her psychology, and just her wrestling mind in general, well, I think it needs to be put on notice a little bit more. I think y'all need to respect the work that Rhea Ripley has done. I think case in point, right out the gate, you got to give her mad respect for the ability to overcome what she's had to overcome. Now, I understand that we are in 2025 and she is on her road to WrestleMania 41. She's doing so as a women's world champion, by the way. But think about this. A year ago, we were at the Royal Rumble. She was seeing who she could potentially face at WrestleMania 40. She goes into the Elimination Chamber PLE in her home country of Australia. Successfully, I might add, defends the Women's World Championship from Nia Jax in the main event. Pretty impressive. Headlining a pay-per-view event in your home country, doing so against a Nia Jax who had not really found her groove as she did late 2024. She then goes and defends the championship against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40 and actually retains it. A shocker to me and everyone else. She then goes into a program with Liv Morgan only to get injured, vacating the championship and then going on a multiple-month run with Liv Morgan before ultimately winning back the Women's World Championship on the Raw on Netflix. Premiere, January 6th. She's coming off of a recent title defense over Nia Jax at Saturday night's main event. And as we're approaching WrestleMania and as we're coming off of Saturday night's main event, I was thinking to myself, I think it's time. I think we come out and we just say it. Can she become, and is she now, the face of the women's division? In 2025, can we come out and say that Rhea Ripley is the face of the women's division? Not just on Monday Night Raw. Not just on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, obviously, she's on Monday Night Raw, but you get the gist. Is she the face of the women's division of WWE? Is she a top-tier star? Is she a mega star? Is she bigger than a Tiffany Stratton, our current women's champion? Is she bigger than Nia Jax, Bayley, Bianca Belair? Yeah, I think it's safe to say that she is. You want to take things a little bit further? You want to step up to the plate? Well, all right, let's do it. We have Becky Lynch. We have Charlotte Flair. They're back. They're doing the thing, or they're about to be. Is she bigger than Becky Lynch? Right now? Yeah. Yeah. Is she bigger than Charlotte Flair? Yeah. Yes, she is. I'll tell you why. Becky Lynch is in a weird spot right now in her own career, her own life, her own way, because she's been on a hiatus, right? She took time off, dropped the Women's World Championship to Liv Morgan, King of the Queen of the Ring PLE. Charlotte Flair, she's been out due to a tore ACL, MCL, and meniscus. December 2023, returning at the Royal Rumble. Even before Charlotte Flair was injured, she wasn't the Charlotte Flair. She's a babyface. It didn't click. I didn't like it. Becky Lynch, it seemed like, coming out of Mania, she wasn't what she once was. So, I think if you look at it like this, Rhea Ripley's a bigger star than those two. So I think going forward, we shouldn't look at it as, well, we have a Charlotte Flair and a Becky Lynch way up here. And then we have Rhea Ripley's and everyone else below. So, I think it's time. I think we elevate Rhea Ripley to the megastar status. I think she's earned her spot. There's no more denying it. What else does this woman have to do? All right? She's headlined a PLE. She's won the Royal Rumble. She's a multiple-time women's champion. She's wrestled pretty much everyone in the business. Right? Outside of like your Hall of Famers, your Trish Stratuses, your Litas, your Nikki Bellas, your AJ Lees, right? She's wrestled everyone. What else does she have to do? And as we look at the state of WWE right now, she's the biggest women's star in the business. She's bigger than Toni Storm, Mariah May. Britt Baker's not even used on television. Liv Morgan, she's helped that. I think it was the adversity. And I've talked about this whenever I would be talking about the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley feud. And I think it is a parallel to this argument, this conversation, this debate, if you will. Why was the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley feud so big? Well, I think it's pretty simple. You had a few different things. Case in point, number one, you had Rhea Ripley, who had held the Women's World Championship for over a year coming out of WrestleMania 40. She just went through the Nia Jax feud, which turned her babyface. Okay, so for the longest time, she's a heel. And the fans are like, you know what? This woman's doing really good work. Both in-ring, both psychology, both, persona and gimmick. We really like what she's doing. Let's get behind her. And that's what they did. And then you have WrestleMania, and she actually comes out and she overcomes the challenge of a Becky Lynch. And everyone's like, holy crap, this title defense, it's still going. Yeah, let's go. And then she feuds with Liv. And Liv attacks her. And she gets injured. Rhea gets injured. And the fan base goes, wait, she's injured? Wait, she has to vacate the championship? Oh, you just screwed us out of seeing a title change. You just screwed us out of witnessing what the finish, what the ending is to a year-long title reign. Okay. And then they rallied. And they hated Liv for that because she took away something in which they wanted. Right? Even if you weren't a Rhea Ripley fan, you're like, hey man, I just sit through this storyline for a year. We had to watch Rhea Ripley as women's champion for a year. What is the end? I don't even get to end? Screw that. Oh, and by the way, Liv was with Dominic Mysterio. Oh, by the way, she cost us Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is now gone because of Liv Morgan. Screw that. I think that's what paralleled Rhea's rise. A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. But also that ending, that storyline. So, if you go with it like this, I think that's why Rhea Ripley is where she is today. I think that's why Rhea Ripley is in the spot that she is in today. I think that's why Rhea Ripley is the megastar in which she is today. Why she's the face of the WWE women's division. Could be right, could be wrong. But in my opinion, when I sit down and I think about it, I think that's why Rhea Ripley is where she's at today. I think that's the reason why fans love her. They respect her. They want to see her succeed. And that is why I hope Rhea Ripley gets to have a WrestleMania moment. I hope she keeps the Women's World Championship through WrestleMania 41. Yes, I said through. I don't want to see her lose it anytime soon. We've seen Rhea Ripley go without for